All right. See if I can. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning to everybody, to y'all. Trying to see why I don't have got no sound. Well, anyway, what's up, everybody? Um, just wanted to come on this morning and tell y'all a couple things that was on my mind as I get ready to go pick up groceries. Let me see if I can turn. But yeah, yeah. Um, I just wanted to talk to y'all and tell y'all a couple things I thought about this morning. First of all, I did not watch the Grammys. I have not watched the Grammys in years. I'm talking about. I can't tell you the last time I watched a full Grammy show. Probably 10 years of um of me watching the Grammys. I did not watch the Grammys. I have not listened to Beyonce's country album, nor do I want to listen to Beyonce's album. I'm glad that she won album of the year. I just saw that this morning, and Chris Brown won a Grammy. So I'm happy that Chris Brown was not, uh, that he's he's probably still blackballed, but they still lifted the ban for him to get a Grammy. So that's shout out to all the people that worked on those albums that deserve those Grammy accolades to put on the wall. But other than that, let me tell y'all, a lot of this shit is a lie. All these people don't be friends with each other. It's fake. The industry is a lot of fake people. It's all about who you know, who's gonna put you in the rooms, and a lot of people have an arrogance about themselves. Now, I can't say that I'm not arrogant, and I don't think that I'm this and that sometimes. However, not to the point that I think that I'm better than anybody. Um, there's some rooms that I don't partake in, and there's some people that I don't hang out with, and that's just that. Um, you just got to know where you fit in and go there and do that. I'm not one of those kind of people that kiss people ass. Um, as I've gotten older in the tooth, longer in the tooth, I've I realized that you ain't got too many times to play with me. So you play with me wrong once, let me catch on. You play with me twice, you can best believe I remove myself from out of your um your vicinity, and don't have to worry about me. But anyway, what I want to talk to y'all about, I've been, I'll be online on the times that I don't be making content. I'll be online and I watch other content creators. And I just want y'all to know that a lot of these content creators that are big content creators know stuff behind the scenes, and um they are held to a standard where they can't tell you what's happening, because they have NDAs on them and all that kind of stuff, and they put out information just enough to get you to click on their video and listen to what they got to say, as if this is going to be some life-changing information that they think is going to happen. And all along, they know whatever they're reporting on, there's gonna be stuff happening. So you it's a bait and switch kind of thing, but a lot of times, like, you can't believe all the hype, and you can't believe a lot of things that some people say. Um, Prime example, I won't say no names, but I saw some hip hop producers talking about a certain music company, right? And these hip hop producers are, well-known hip hop producers, and they're movers and shakers in the industry, right? And they had all these all these terrible things to say about the way people do business, about the way these companies make their moves, and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, these same producers are in these rooms, in these conferences, and they're smiling and kikiing, and they're hugging, and they're laughing, and they're politicking as if they are the bestest of friends. And then as soon as they leave those places, they go to whoever will hear them talk, and they shit on these companies. They shit on the companies, uh, where wherever anybody will hear them talk. So I'll tell you, man, don't believe the hype all the time. A lot of these motherfuckers be lying. A lot of them be in it just for what they can get out of it. They be the snakes in the grass kind of people, and sometimes you don't want to align yourself with those kind of people. Um, I know that at the end of the day, business is business. Sometimes people don't like the way that business is done, and that goes both ways. Sometimes that goes for the producer that's handling their business. A lot of times we don't like the way that they're handling their business, but you know, it just is what it is. One of those human things that happen where some people ain't trustworthy, some people are. Um, some companies you like to believe that what they put out is for the betterment of the producer community or for the betterment of mankind, and sometimes it just ain't. So I'll tell you, you just have to, like, you know sometimes you just have to weed through the weeds. um do what makes you happy. Do what freaking gets you to your end goal. If your end goal is to make music, no matter what piece of equipment it is, then use the equipment that's at your disposal to make the music that you want to make. If you want to work with certain people, then make it happen to work with certain people. If you don't want to work with certain people, then that's your prerogative. If you don't want to work with certain people, you don't have to compromise yourself and you don't have to compromise anything just to make things happen. If you don't want to. Now, if you want to compromise, then that's on you. It just depends on how you want to do business. But I'm telling you, a lot of times, man, it's one of those. It's dog eat dog out there, and so just know that if a lot of times, if these people got to choose between um you and them, they're gonna choose them. It ain't always gonna be about um what can happen for you. So you just gotta take that in mind and keep that with a grain of salt. So yeah, so those are my thoughts and comments for this morning. Again, like I said, I didn't watch the Grammys. I haven't watched the Grammys in over 10, 12, 15 years probably. The Grammys is just not one of the things that I just sit in front of the TV to watch. I always watch the after, the highlights, because I've always felt too like, a lot of these award shows is, I don't want to say rigged, but I'll say a lot of them are rigged, and a lot of times they don't represent what's currently happening in the music industry. A lot of times, like, what you see is either a fashion show. It's more of a who's who, this to get the viewership to watch the channel. It's more of a um who who was in the limelight the most, not who really put out the best music, or who did A, B, and C. It's all about what do you call it? It's all about the facade. So if you put up a big facade that you were this, that, and the other, people put money behind you, and you were seen as the biggest thing of the year, then you're on the radar for those people that give those considerations. Um, and it kind of like muddies the water because you have so many producers that's out there that's worked on great projects, did put out the best music they could, but you won't even hear that, you won't even get the accolade that you need for those guys that put out really good music. um Another truth I'll tell y'all, the Doechii winning the Grammy for her album. I didn't listen to the Doechii album, nor do I feel like that album is an album that's for me to listen to. Like, I wouldn't listen to it. It's not for me. Um, but I think that's all the true side spill for the day for me. Um, yeah. So I'm in my tell the truth bag today. So um, what else I'll tell y'all about the truth? Um, you don't need you don't need 40 drum machines like I got in my studio to make music. You can have a computer, and you can have one drum machine, and you can have 5 instances of software and still make music the way you need to make music. You don't have to have all the bells and whistles. All of those are just for me. Those are just toys. Those are icings on the cake. Those are things to help me get out of, like if I don't feel like making music on one thing today, I have the option to make music on another. If I don't feel like making music on that, I can combine two pieces together and I can make music on two, three, four, five different pieces of equipment if I do desire. And if I desire to not make music on the hardware, I can jump on the computer and I can make music on the computer. So, what's up, Wugga? Good morning. I know it's afternoon your time. Yeah, the Grammys is about who who shakes the most who shakes the most dust out of the carpet, and who's out there in front. So unfortunately, that just comes with the ugliness of the music, uh, of the music business and the music industry. It's been in a decline and a downfall for a lot of years, and a lot of those award shows kind of show that. Um, I can say that, like, Soul Train Awards and BET Awards, I gotta tell y'all that they did the best they could to help um, African American artists, the best of our African American artists, be appreciated and put in the limelight to show that these artists are out there. So I can say that those things existed, but some of the other shows, MTV Awards, the Grammy Awards, the who else have awards that's worldwide? I can't think, but yeah, a lot of those other shows that's global where everybody would tune in and watch. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. So I think that's pretty much all I gotta say. This is my first live for the week, so stay tuned. Stay tuned for the rest of the lives this week. Wugger said BET Awards 106 in part. Oh yeah, late 2000s, early 2010s was fire, no doubt. Yeah, that was good. That was good music television because they even went through. The one thing I liked about 106 in part, they did the countdown as well, and they did the top music of that week, and then who would hold the spot for number one. And then next week you see who they voted in for holding the spot for number one. So that was also dope. So yeah, so that's my spiel about the Grammys. Oh, excuse me. I gotta go pick up groceries. So I'm hanging out in the car until it's time for me to go pick up groceries. And then I gotta come home and do more chores, and then I'll get in the studio. I'm tired, bro. I didn't sleep good last night, and I'm still tired a little bit, but I gotta take care of the fatherly duties of the house. But anyway, thank y'all for watching the live. Again, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Trust the people that you trust. That have shown that they are trustworthy people, because they'll always show up as being trustworthy. And those people that are, just who they are, trust them to be who they are, and don't get caught up in the limelight. So with that being said, shout out to my man Wugga. Um, Shout out to my man Wugga from Ireland. That he's one of the best producers out there. And I hate to say this, but he works on FL, and he's smoking a lot of people on FL. Um, and it comes down to the producer at the end of the day. It ain't really about what system you're working on. It's about the producer. And so he's done his homework. He's put in the hours, and he know what he doing. So it shows in his music. So shout out to my man Wugga, straight out of Ireland, man. So he always supporting. So y'all check him out. Y'all make sure y'all follow him on his YouTube page. And if y'all in the market for buying beats, Wugga is the man for that. And appreciate it, CJ. Yeah, it's growing still. So with that being said, man, peace out. Y'all have a good day.